disconnected from the internet again. Is not fun. Didn't even get to accept my didn't even get to accept my artifacts.
Surely enough to convince anyone to
Well,
become
better I'm
one.
taking. I had 5 anyway. 5 condensed. If I only have 4, I swear to God. I better have artifacts. No, I did accept them, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Because I remember I got 2 shitty pieces I couldn't even accept. Ugh, the pain. Well, good thing we can pump into something else anyway. What are we looking into? Hmm. I think we're saving them to pump them into a decent fucking artifact. Christ. Um. Anyway, let's continue where we left off. Oh yeah, I said the first one. It was the second time that it wouldn't. That was when it turned off. Anyway, I was talking about a fan fiction. I was reading a fanfic I was reading, and where was I? So Coco was after joining Mobius, right? And you know, Takamichi's all over the place. He ends up meeting Chifuyu at this time though. That like he went out to get. You remember that cat that in the first chapter Takamichi saved and so Coco found him. Yeah. So what happened there is so what ended up happening was uh Shinichiro kept the cat. So doing like Takamichi goes over like gets to see it, gets to help look after it. He's getting like cat food, and that's how he met Chifuyu. And that's how he met Chifuyu. And meanwhile with Coco, I feel like he's still doing like his money schemes and all that, extortion and all that. But then they start pushing to make it like illegal. That he's like sending that it's ooh, that's nice. That they're sending instead of just sending people like threaten them or beat them up, it's actually like they're going to kill them sort of thing. And you're like he's against it at first, but then they kind of like convince him like, oh no, like you're doing for a new P that when he gets out, don't you want to like have his gang be great and everything. So gives into it, and then still iffy that like like he needs to commit more, that like he has to like do something bad so that like they haven't, because you're like if you know like if even if you've seen season 1, you know that this isn't like a new type of trick that Kasaki uses, where like he kind of like fucking forces you to like you to stay sort of thing. I'm pretty sure I can't remember it perfectly, but I'm pretty sure like that's who he got Draken in that timeline, where where he got like Draken to like work for him because like he like got him to do something, and then he held that like information above his head the entire time until Draken turned on him, and then like he said fucking then he gave him up and had him locked up. But but yeah, so they send Coco to kill the girlfriend of this like gang leader, and Coco like doing like he like starts planning it, but he's like kind of against it. He's really against it, but they're like, listen, if you don't do it, we'll kill you instead. And he like fucking get like fucking has a knife in his throat and all, and he just like fucking gives up, and like he's just here like, I can't do this, right? Like I have like my morals, like she's innocent sort of thing. And of course Hannah's there. He's like he kind of knew it wouldn't happen, that like Coco wouldn't do it. and he ends up making Coco kind of like run away. And doing like it's revealed then that that was like his plan all along, was like to get Coco out. So he ends up like roughing up the girlfriend a bit, and doing like call then like fucking calls an ambulance and all this, and he comes back with a story saying like, oh, he had a knife. Like, I thought he killed her because like there's like a cut along her throat and there's so much blood. He's like, oh, it's not my fault. But then like that, like he had a weapon, and I've trained him, and so is the Hackney brothers. I wasn't taking a risk. I wasn't risking it, especially with people coming. That like he was like, oh, I hurt people, and that's why I ran. And doing like so he's got all the excuses and all this, and they're like everyone's kind of like, whatever. But Coco ends up running back to Takamichi's place, and he's just there like I'm sorry, and he's like helping all these things. He's like, I came to apologize because like if they're after me, they won't kill me, and I just want to like say sorry before they got me, sort of thing. And like Takamichi's like, no, no, don't you dare think about going off dying on me. So so
You are not into the wind. Fallen leaves adorn my night.
so they kind of reconcile and shit. But then there's this like this really nice moment where do you like Coco realized that he would follow Takamichi to the end of the world. That's like how he phrased it. That like that all this time he's been looking for a leader and all this for him and Anupi, and like he's like Takamichi was there the whole time. That like someone who's undoubtedly loyal, even if he's not the strongest. And this was the type of person he was. Oh my god. Um, that's a fucking gorgeous fucking. Oh my god. Sorry. Anyway, so he kind of realizes that like he's going to follow Takamichi basically. That like he's going to help Takamichi no matter what. I feel like he's kind of like on the scale of a Nupi levels of like I'm going to fucking keep this bitch safe sort of thing. Except like so far in the story, because like Coco hadn't seen a Nupi in so long that like kind of the way he saw a Nupi last was like I'm going to save him. But with Takamichi, it's like I'm going to like work with him. I'm going to do what he says. I'm going to follow what he says. For a newbie, it's like I'm going to protect him. I'm going to do stuff to keep him safe, keep him happy. But Takamichi, it's like no, no, no. We're fucking doing this, you know. Uh, yeah. I feel like someone had an artifact. I saw you. The other day I saw someone artifact that wasn't full, and I know I'll pass Bennett in a second, and he doesn't have a full feather, but like he doesn't need attack, and like I suppose he could use the substats, but I kind of don't wanna, cause like he's already okay. He does his job well enough, you know. Who's you? So Takamichi's like, you can stay with me, sort of thing. And Coco's like, no, because like, if Hanma knows where I live, he knows where you live. So they end up going to Shinichiro, and they're like, are you sure it's okay? And Shinichiro's like, listen, with my reputation, there's nowhere better for you to go. Of course, that's when I get the fucking tight swipe multiplier, and it goes straight into defense. Of course. Do I have any better emblem? Hmm. 1300. 1700. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth the risk. But yeah, like Chinchi was like, yo, with my reputation, they ain't fucking touching you. So, things are working out over there. Uh, so he's staying there, and then like, he cuts like Saki and everyone, and over like at the gang, oh god, over at that gang, and they're like, Saki's like, oh, well, we have to go after him because like, that's our fucking wallet right there, and like the other leader guy, fucking whatever his name is, he's just there like, no, it fucking don't matter, like, no, we're not, and and then Hannah comes up with like, oh, I know where he is, and they're like, what the fuck do you mean you know where he is? And he's like, oh, he's actually at Chiro's place, and they're all just they're like, Saki's like, oh yeah, so we'll go get him, and Boy was like, fucking, oh, what's his name is just there like, no, do you know who Shinichiro is? And he's like, if word gets out that we're going after him, we're dead. Man's literally like fucking. Oh, I could 20 these, couldn't I? Man's literally like united all the gangs of Tokyo. Like, oh, we ain't getting out of that shit alive if we try it. And so Coco's safe. And chapter 20, the most recent one, then it was like Inupi's after getting out. Like he's out of reform school now, and he's after getting out, and so like then Coco goes to, like pick him up, and he does like doing a tearful reunion and all this. Cause it's been like over a year since they've seen each other, and he brings him back to Shinichiro's place soon, like back to the bike shop, and there's this wonderful moment where Kazutora comes out of the building, and because they're like, oh, where's Shinichiro? And you're like, Kazutora comes out, and he's like, oh, he's gone for like, to pick up some parrots and shit. And like Inupi and Kazutora kind of like look at each other, and there's kind of this moment of they might fucking fight. That like, they don't like each other sort of thing. Like, Inupi is like Kazutora doesn't know who Inupi is, and Inupi doesn't know who Kazutora is, but both of them are too close to the bike shop for them to like accept them there. They do like Inupi's like, what, do like he don't outright say it, but you're kind of just getting the impression that Inupi's there looking as a Kazutora. He's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you walking out of the shop? Why do you know where he is? Why are you in the shop when he's not here? He's like very suspicious. And like you can see Kazutora's also kind of suspicious. He's like, who the fuck is this bitch sort of thing. That you're like, why are you walking up with is it you? I don't think it is. Anyway, he's kind of like suspicious. He's like, why are you walking up with Coco sort of thing. He's like, why are you outside the shop? But you're like, he no doubt suspicious. And Coco's kind of just there looking between the two of them like, what the fuck? Like, like he's like, listen, calm down, he's fine. And Boy was like, he's kind of a friend.
Are you going to hold the
And
festival?
and like Anubi's kind of like, really? And Katsura was like, wow, I'm touched. Like, I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. He's like, like sarcastic about it. And
Time to go.
he's being like real sarcastic about it. And the student kind of like settle for. Wait, I think how did Kazutora phrase it? We're friend-in-laws. That like they aren't friends. They're like, we're a friend of a friend situation. We don't like each other, but we put up with each other.
One with nature.
And I love that fucking description so much. Like, we're friend-in-laws. It's like, of course, of course. It's like such a beautiful fucking line. I hit it. Why is after saying that? Like, why didn't it? I think I did this before. But, yeah, there's kind of like almost a standoff between the two.
What do we have here?
It's just kind of funny, so. But, yeah, that's where I kind of left off. Nuki hasn't met Takamichi yet. But, like, Coco had to tell him that, like, doing, like, the black dragons aren't a thing anymore. That, like, that Toman beat them. And he was just there, like, what the fuck? I was going to try to, like, rebuild it. Like, I was going to, like, rejoin and rebuild it, like, in a proper way. And, what I find kind of funny was, Takamichi's over there, like, oh yeah, I'm going to make Inupi the leader, so then I can like follow him and like doing like, because he's like, oh, I'm not made to be a leader. He's like, I'm not cut out for it. Meanwhile, you've got like, I
What
feel
do we
like
have here?
Coco would accept either of the two as leader. But like, doing like he was like he was initially always like looking out for Inupi. It's like, oh yeah, like I'm going to make sure he's in the best position. But like after like doing like that after fucking two chapters, like he mentioned it that he's just there like, oh, I could like do like I could follow like Takamichi's someone I could follow. He's someone like I'd fucking follow the ends of the world sort of thing, whatever fucking phrase he said. And I think that's so fucking funny. What time is it? Okay. I'll do one little bit for that quest. Yeah. Now I find it really fucking funny as all. And but Takamichi, he wants to make Inupi the leader. But with that, I think Coco's going to make Takamichi's leader as Black Dragons, and even with the description of the fic, it's kind of like saying that like Takamichi's going to like make the Black Dragons again. Uh, so I've no doubt that Takamichi will be the leader, but I've no doubt as well that there's going to be like a scene of confusion where they're like, oh yeah, Takamichi, like you're the leader, and Takamichi's going to be like, going to be there like, excuse me, you're the leader, and Yuki's the leader, isn't he? And they're all going to be like, no, no, he's not, because Takamichi is a dum dum. The harp. But yeah, there's definitely going to be like a Hama redemption as well, because because nice. There's definitely going to be a Hama redemption, and I know that because Takamichi was saying like when Coco came back, he's like, oh yeah, like I give my friends second chances sort of thing, And when Takamichi was like doing on his own for a bit, he was saying how he was saying that like how Hanma was giving kind of like mixed feelings about shit because
The
he
wind
considered
knows it.
Hanma his friend, like doing like from when they were training together and all that. He was like doing like I thought we were friends. He was like he was so friendly, he was so nice, and even with the way Hanma's been like trying to like keep them together, that he purposely like hmm, that he purposely like made Coco go back and he kept Takamichi from joining. Uh, that there's definitely going to be like some sort of redemption for him. I can totally see it
One with
happening.
nature.
And I kind of want it to happen because like in this fic they made him so fucking funny. Not funny, but they made him like so goofy that he's just like there. He's just there for the ride. He's just trying to have some fun. It's just yeah. Why not? Let the boyo be in. Let him have a nice ending.
Time to go.
We had 20 chapters in, and we've done like obviously we like have do people talk about Inupi and uh Mikey, but we've yet to actually meet them. We're doing like we met Mitsuya and Draken, we met Baji and Kazutora, we met Jifuyu. We haven't met Pet and Pachin or Payan or
Time to go.
Pechin. I can't remember which order they go in, but yeah, we haven't met them yet. Oh, I don't want to take a lecture though. Fuck's sake. Do I really have to take a lecture just to fucking deal with this little silly bitch?
Stay close and you will live.
Yeah, no sign of Mikey anyway.
All right, let's head off.
But we know he's coming up soon. Shit has to go down soon, no doubt.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
But yeah, when I was reading it, all I could imagine is this scene where where because Hanma and the Hatani twins know because they know Takamichi, that's the I was matching that fight again with oh, what are they called? That group that like Baji joins with the white jackets, whatever they're fucking called. Ooh no, there goes my phone. Uh, all I could imagine was that scene. Was that was that fight again? Because if you remember, uh, the Hatmi twins were watching that fight, and Muhammad was there, and so I just think it'd be really funny if like during this fight, Takamichi like pulls up sort of thing. He's like he turns up, and and Hanma and the twins are just there like, yo, what the fuck are you doing here? Like Hanma's like, just they're like, no, 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 get your ass back home and into that fucking kitchen and cook me a meal. And they're like, oh, I don't know. I just think it'd be really fucking funny if like all of them were just there like, yo, yo, what are you doing here? Who invited him? Who let him
And
know about
south.
this? Someone's not doing their
Emerge.
job.
Right now. Right here.
Yeah, I think it'd be really funny.
Can't see.
Right now. Emerge. Off we go.
We haven't seen the Hackney twins in a while in that fic, but I have no doubt that they also like mildly care for Takamichi. Nice.
Why is there a chest here?
So yeah, I think it's just funny if they end up being just there like, who let him in here? Who let the child in? I just think Takamichi is brilliant for fics though, because I love characters who like do like they seem that really like, oh yeah, I do like wouldn't hurt a fucking fly, and next thing you're just there like, no, 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 this bitch has a gun and will murder you without second fucking thought, like zero hesitation.
Smells like something good is inside.
So I love fucking shit like that, and they like Takamichi's like fucking absolute. Don't ever look at them, they're like, oh, look at this little baby, look at this cootie. He doesn't even know how to throw a punch. What do you mean? And that they like that's how they look at him. And next thing he turns around, he's like, no, no, Takamichi would wreck your shit. It's just he's too it's just he's too civilized. He's just like, no, 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 we'll talk this out first, and then we'll see.
Bring it on. And south.
I was
Show them.
hoping,
Right now. Right here.
really,
Why do they never
what the
miss?
fuck? Oh, I caught that as well.
One with the farce.
Emerge. Right now.
Get out of here.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
What are we doing?
Who's next? Get out of here.
Because the grass setting on fire, maybe?
Adventure time.
I just love Tokyo Revengers fics. They're always so good. Well, I've also never met a fucking fandom with as many ABO fucking fics. I swear to God, people are obsessed with fucking ABO in that fucking fandom.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Enshroud. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Bring it on. One thing after another.
Right here. Right now. Right here.
Ha. Gah. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Ja. Who's next? Now I just need to get my hands on the rest.
Let's light it up.
Ja.
Let's light it up. Ha. Adventure time.
Okay.
What I call treasure. Off we go.
Oh god, what if that gets released during this cutscene? Uh, looks like there's a big robot. Bleh. Looks like there are big robot parts here too. Gee, imagine what would happen if Zari saw them, eh? He'd whip his camera out again, and that would be the last we hear of him for a while. Arnara claims to have moved. I'm not wearing my glasses, I'm sorry. Rican claims to have moved the components back there, but that can't be true, right? Of course it's true. Rican doesn't deceive Nara. Rican was the Aranara who played with the kids. Yeah, they should be fighting me right now. They should be attacking me right now. Who played with the kids at the secret base. But Rican remembers nothing about this. Do Aranara forget the past too? Rican doesn't know what you're talking about, and Rican can't remember. But it's fun hanging around with little Nara. Paimon hopes you remain happy wherever you go, wherever you may go, Rican.
Off we go.
Hi. Thanks for being patient with me.
I'm going in. Emerge. Right here. Emerge. A sight to behold. Ah! Right now.
Can't see? I'll uproot you. Ja.
Get out of
Enshroud. Da, za, da, yeah, yeah. One with the forest. Why is there a chest here?
Time is it? 3:30. Okay. Go leave it off here. I know I didn't do anything in that quest. I did like that bit. But honestly, no. I got on at 2 a.m. It's now 3:30. So yeah. Sorry, not sorry, and all that jazz. But I am going to bed. I also have some chapters to catch up on Manhwa. What chapters, you may be asking? Uh, they are Jujutsu Kaisen, chapter 196 just came out. Well, not just came out, but like I'm actually getting like the update for it. There's Return of the Crazy Demon. I've got a few chapters in that. I got 4 chapters in that. I've got Bon Appetit. Oh my god, this is a really good. It's like those. I got two chapters in that as well. It's like those. They're like not villainess stories. It's like the villainess ones because it's like, oh, it's like this fucking girl ends up in the story and all this, and it's like fucking whatever. But she doesn't end up as the villainess. She ends up as the uh like the female lead's little sister. And I'm pretty sure in the story the female lead was meant to end up with like, I can't remember if it's the male lead or if like like the male lead is like this duke right in the story, but in the story that she was reading, it was the sister was meant to end up with this king or whatever he is, and then she refused. Shit happens, and I can't remember if in that story she ends up with the king or the duke, but in this story, Bon Appetit, she's after becoming the sister's like little sister, and the Duke is after like she caught the eye of the Duke because she's obsessed with cooking, and he's got this curse where all food tastes like shit to him, but for some reason he can eat her food. So nice. There's also Perfect Buddy, which if you know you know, and this one that whoa. The side story of Sadistic Beauty, which is it feels like it's going in loops, to be honest. But I'll still fucking read it to see what happens. When will Boyo escape? Let him escape. Let him be happy. And like the longer it goes on, the more sympathetic I feel towards the other guy because like you're seeing how shitty his life is. I feel like he's constantly being like beat down by his mother, like fucking making being felt like shit and all this. And you're kind of seeing that he's actually really desperate to hold on to Boyo, like the black hair. That like he's actually like desperate for like companionship, and that he just wants someone to stay. And Boyo's there like, I'd rather fucking die. No, is in fact dying is the only thing he doesn't want to do. He's just there like, I don't care what the fuck you do to me anymore. He's just given up. He's given up on life. Anyway, I'm gonna leave off here. Bye bye. Bye bye.